speaking with Scott Carmichael, partner at Escala Partners. Great to see you again, Scott.
Hey Jimmy, nice to see you.
Just wondering about your feelings about the future of advice. I'm detecting a bit of a mood swing after a tough decade, but looking forward, the feeling appears to be that the industry's heading in the right direction.
Definitely, I think the mood swing has been helped by the fact that markets have been positive, clients seemingly are happy. But, the future really, we think about this a lot, and the future is really about, we're seeing this generational wealth transfer. So we've got to be equipped to have those conversations. We've got to make sure that we've got the skills within our team to be dealing with next generation clients. And frankly, I might not be that person. It might be juniors within my team that are more able and equipped to be identifying with a younger generation, identifying with them culturally and asking them questions. We often find that perhaps next generation doesn't want their mum and dad's advisor to be in the room. So we've got to equip our team with the specialists to be able to have those conversations. And, younger people who are receiving significant wealth, one, need education, two, their communication methods are different. They might want more digital-based communication. So we've just got to be ready and able to adapt to what the future looks like, which is going to be significant in the next 10 years as we start to see this generational wealth transfer.
And that presupposes that there's a generational talent transfer and skill transfer as well. So what are you seeing at Escala in terms of the calibre of young people that the industry is attracting?
Well, best practice advice is something that I know the Inside Network and your team talk a lot about. So we've got to promote best practice advice. It's incumbent upon people that are been in the industry for a number of years to provide the framework for younger people to be able to be good advisors. That is perhaps a little bit different to how I entered the industry, sink or swim, get a phone book, look for clients. So, we've got to incorporate some talent within our team, but train them properly, train them correctly to be able to facilitate those conversations, to be able to, have those discovery meetings, understand what the objectives of the client is, understand everyone's different, right? So we've got to be able to have young talent that is able to elicit the right information to ascertain those goals and objectives, where the client's going. So it's incumbent upon us to train correctly. It's no secret that advisor numbers are dwindling, both here and in the US. So we've got to come out and promote the fact that this is a great industry. It offers a great career. So, let's promote it and promote best practice as an industry.
What about the broadening menu of investments that people can make? The speed with which strategies and areas like alternatives, for example, have percolated down from the institutional world to the wealth world and the advised world, even down to the retail level. It's quite amazing the scope now and the menu that someone can use if they so want.
Yes. I guess that the size, or public markets, are shrinking in size and opportunity, both here domestically and globally. And so, the opportunity set increasingly is in unlisted, non-traditional markets. That doesn't mean that it's right for all clients or all situations. So it's incumbent upon us to ensure that we've got the framework to do that due diligence, understand that there is a plethora of opportunities and providers that are bringing product to market. Again, you've got to make sure we've got the framework to be able to do that due diligence to ensure that it's appropriate, ensure the client understands. Just because there's an infrastructure fund doesn't mean that it's appropriate for the client. So, I think that we've just got to ensure the education piece is high, understand from a client's perspective, their liquidity requirements, their income requirements, all of those questions that we need to answer to construct a portfolio that's appropriate. And whether or not alternatives are appropriate will be following the discovery phase and what that client actually needs. But it's no secret that fund managers are coming. They're coming plentifully to Australia to issue new product. Doesn't mean that it's right. It just means that we've got a framework that we can assess an increasing opportunity set for which, ultimately is good. But, we've just got to make sure that it's the right product and it's the right structure, because there are nuances that sometimes you don't know about.
Scott Carmichael, Escala Partners, thanks very much for your time.
Thanks, Jimmy.